Brother Watkins, right here, he's quiet, but he's dead, I believe. Amen.
Amen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Ritae, Zeigler, and I come to introduce our guest speaker for today.
All right.
He is a man of God, he is a mentor, and he is a coach. He is a friend, he is a teacher, and he is also a bus driver. He is a one call to anyone in need, but most importantly, he is my dad, Ritae Zeigler.
All right.
Good morning. You guys have been blessed tremendously with a great young man,
All right.
Pastor Houston. My friend. I don't use that word too often, but I do consider this young man as my friend. This morning, I've been blessed to have my mom, my children, my grandchildren,
All right.
and a close friend of mine, Coach Clifford Story.
Oh.
Of course, my name is Ritae Zeigler. I bring greeting from Bethlehem Baptist Church, West Point, where Dr. W.T. Epperson is my pastor. Amen. Once again, thank you guys for having me. Amen. I've been blessed with the opportunity to be a coach for 20 years.
All right now.
Started back in 03. It have not been easy. It have not been easy. I've been blessed with tremendous coaches over the years.
All right.
Coach Story,
Yeah.
Terrence Price, Bam Phillips, Alvin Jackson. I can go on and on and on, but each name that I've called have made a positive influence in my life.
All right now.
I started coaching at West Point Rec, Valley Rec, Lynette Rec. So if you have a kid 26, 27 and under, I'm pretty sure they have crossed my path. Amen. I've coached for the Auburn Raptors AAU organization, Alabama Hawks organization. With the Alabama Hawks, I coached my first girls team 1 year. Girls are different. In 2012, I started my own organization. I don't like to use the word I because I didn't do it alone.
All right.
I can't do it alone. I had the help of Mona Lisa, Amy Phillips, Yasha Williams, Mike Dent, Shanita Jones Boone. I had the community help. And I didn't have a tryout when I picked my team because I didn't want to turn a kid down.
Okay.
So my team was the Tri-City Blazers, Tri-City, West Point, Lynette, and Valley. So I handpicked my team. I went to get the best of the best, at least what I thought was going to be the best of the best. And I compromised the team, and little did I know the team that was made would be so good. I mean, I can talk all day and night about that team because I had different attitudes, I had different jokes, and I had all of that put into one that made one team. Those guys became brothers. Those guys became my children. There was nothing that they didn't ask for that they didn't get if I could. The first year that we played, we were good. We were good. In my eyes, we were good. The second year that we played, it was confirmed how good we were. We would go all over the Southeast to play, and I started getting calls, started getting text messages. Coach, can you bring this team to play? Because we want to see how good they are. Be mindful, these are 12 young black men from the Tri-City area. We want to see how good those guys are. We're going to let you come play for free. Let me repeat that. we're gonna come let you guys play for free. Be mindful, each tournament costs $250 to $300, but they wanted us to come play for free so they could see. And it didn't fail. We didn't have the big sponsorship. We didn't have the Adidas. We didn't have the Nike. We didn't have the Under Armour. But once we got through playing, we should have had the Nike, the Under Armour, and the Adidas on. In year 3, I made a promise to the kids. I said, now, if you guys keep competing and playing the way that you are playing, we're gonna go to the national tournament in Orlando, Florida. 2 things I want you to do. Stay out of trouble, keep your grades up.
All right.
Now, in 2012, I had back surgery. That was the time that we was going to Orlando. So I had made the promise to them. They kept their end of the bargain, so I had to keep mine. It was a struggle because, like I mentioned, you got 13 black kids, and you just don't get the help from certain individuals in the Valley area, like the others. But this is Black History Month, so I'm talking about my 13 black guys. But by the grace of God, we made it happen. We went to Florida, and we was down there for 5 days. We was there for 5 days, and out of those 13 black guys, black teenagers, they didn't have to pay for anything.
All right.
They didn't have to worry about eating. They didn't have to worry about the power aids. The only thing they had to worry about was going and playing the game of basketball.
All right.
So we go in this tournament, and we look at the bracket. We look at the bracket, Pastor, and I look, and it was number 1 playing number 52. I'm like, no, this can't be right. You know, they label these 13 black guys as the 52nd team in the tournament, in the national tournament. I mean, you had teams all over the state of United States, Puerto Rico, Cuba. I mean, it was a big tournament. So I never forget. The night before we played, I was talking to this coach, and he was telling me how good this team was. And he went back and forth. I mean, he didn't let me get a word in. So moving forward, we got ready to play, and I had to play this guy. Well, at the time, I didn't know that this was the coach of the number 1 team in the nation. I'm like, okay, we got to play. He told me what he got. I know what he got. I know what I got to face. So we played 4th quarter. We was down 24 points going into the 4th quarter. So I said, well, I did what I said we was gonna do. We got here. I can't stop coaching. So going into the 4th quarter, I told my guys, I said, I know the stage is big. I just want you guys to compete.
Amen.
You've been prepared.
Amen.
Now you have to compete.
Amen.
So as the game moved to a close, the lead started going down. We go into overtime.
Oh, my goodness.
He went from his leg crossed to wipe the sword off his head. In the overtime, we go into double overtime.
Whoa.
He don't know what to do. Quite frankly, I don't know what to do. But we playing. So at the end of the game, these 13 young black guys from the Tri-City area, Lynette, Valley, West Point, came out victory.
All right.
So we won that game, and after the game, the coach came up to me because we were staying in the same condo. He said, now, coach, you and I talked last night, and you didn't tell me how good your team was. I said, well, coach, you didn't give me time because you was telling me how good your team was. But I knew my guys was prepared, and that's why we came out on victory. Now, in my eyes, we didn't win the tournament. However, we beat the number 1 team in the nation. So my guys was the best of the best that day. Moving forward, in 2014, my guy back there, my right-hand man, Clifford Story, gave me the opportunity to coach at Lynette High and Lynette Junior High School. That's why I still coach there till today. Amen. During this transition, I was able to coach most of the guys that had been on my AAU basketball team. So it made the transition a whole lot smoother than it would have been had I been elsewhere. While at Lynette, we was able to win 5 state championships since I've been there. You know, that's, thank you, and I'm not being arrogant, but that's 5 rings. I only wear 1 for the simple fact that this is my first ring, and I want to encourage any kid that see this ring that you can get one too if you work hard, pay attention, keep your grades up, and be coachable. You have to be coachable, and you have to listen to your parents. During my time at Lynette, I've coached guys that play at the University of Alabama, Oregon University, Clemson University, Miles College, Jackson State, Tuskegee, Alabama, just to name a few. I've coached the Gatorade Player of the Year, Mr. Alabama Player of the Year, Alabama Offense and Defense Player of the Year. I've coached guys have their own clothing line, Millionaire Mindset. Rappers, Mello, rappers, Keontae, then the list go on and on. And that's where my joy comes from. As long as I can make an impact to these youth, then I feel like I've done something right. It haven't always been easy. Some of these knuckleheads, they get in trouble and they be teenagers. But to date, out of the 13 kids that I've coached, neither one of them is behind bars. And that's a good thing. You know, when these kids leave our program or leave us in general, we often wonder where they are. What are they doing? Because they are family. They are family. You get attached to them, and like you are over your babies, we feel the same way. Whether we show it or not, we feel the same way. According to the Alabama Political Reporter, in 2021, reports showed that black youth in the United States were more than 4 times as likely to be locked up as a white youth. And 41% of youth in placement at the time were black, even though Black America made up only 15% of all youth across the United States. That's something to think about. It's not fair out here for our black youth. Truth be told, some of our black youth don't make it fair for themselves. You gotta do what's right, whether this guy here persuading you to do what you know is not right, you gotta do it. What you know right. We got to change the mindset of our youth, so they don't be a product of the environment that they come from. And believe it or not, some of these kids they don't come from a house with a silver spoon. Some of these kids have it bad, but just because you have it bad, don't mean you have to be a product of that environment. That's right. I mean, I grew up in the project. I'm proud to say that, but at the end of the day, I didn't let the project define who I am. As coaches, we expect our kids to do right in the classroom, like I just touched on, and on the field. You gotta have a positive attitude for the success in any situation, whether you're playing a game, taking a test, studying, going on interviews, interacting with other individuals. Thessalonians 5:11 says, therefore encourage one another and build one another up. Amen. Coaching is not only about teaching our youth how to win games, but also how to win in life.
All right.
All right.
As coaches, we become family. Coaching tree. When you see a coach, think a coach, because you guys don't know half of the things that coaches go through. Sometimes my mom tell me, I cook, come get you something to eat. I be too tired to go get something to eat, and I love to eat. We have 13, 14-hour days. You be at the school all day, you game planning, you breaking film down, you studying your opponent, and it's just a lot. But at the end of the day, that's the profession that we chose to do. So if you're gonna do something, why not be the best at what you're doing?
All right.
Thank a coach. Now, I'm not talking about those coaches in the stands, but we don't have none of those in. I'm not talking about the coach that criticize everything that go wrong.
That's right.
I'm not talking about the coaches that saying why my baby ain't playing.
That's right. That's right.
But truth be told, you in that practice when your baby was on the sideline saying my head hurt.
That's right. That's right.
You in that practice when your baby was on the sideline playing in the dirt.
All right.
So those are the coaches that don't think those. Don't think those. In August of 2020, we had a player that passed away unexpectedly. In 2020, that void hurt to this day. That was my son, our son. In 2022, we had 2 coaches to pass unexpectedly. Those were my brother, my sister. That's a void that can't be replaced. Regardless of where coach come in, how much this kid played like the kid that passed, that pain hurt. It won't go away. I didn't want to talk about that, but I had to. And now I see why I didn't want to talk about it. Keep your kids close by.
Amen.
Go to the school, see what they're doing.
Amen.
You just might be surprised. I'm at the school every day, and when I tell you someone, not y'all, but some of the students, they aren't what y'all think they are.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you now.
They're sneaky,
Yeah.
they're conniving,
All right.
and they just want to do what they want to do.
She just went to the bathroom.
So the 13 young guys that played for me on our AAU team, because I'm like, even though I was the face of the Tri-City Trailblazers, I don't want to say I, because it was more than me. But the 13 black kids that came through our organization, it brings joy to my heart to see Chris and Story, Alabama Scholar Athlete. Triquez Bridges doing mission work over in Mexico.
All right.
Mello, you hear his music on the radio.
Amen.
Keontae, headlining the rap event. I walk through the mall with Millionaire Mindset. People come up to me, ask me where I get those from. Those are kids that I had an imprint on their lives.
All right.
And for that, I will be forever grateful. President Hill, thank you for allowing me to come speak.
Amen.
And you guys made me feel at home. Now, I gotta say this, Pastor. I knew you knew I was coming.
Yeah.
And you know I'm a Georgia fan. Thank you for the red and black. Before I leave, I know it's you. You guys play a big part in you. So to Pastor Hughley, if you don't mind, I'm gonna make a donation to the youth program on behalf of me.
Amen.